The purpose of the following presentation is to share the potential boundary changes along with the rationale and process for change for the elementary feeder schools for Langley Secondary family of schools. To begin, I would like to acknowledge that as we work and learn, we do so on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of the Matsqui, Kwantlen, Katzie, and Semiahmoo First Nations. Langley School District is a vibrant, growing district. In all Langley schools, the continued priority, as always, is to create and maintain compassionate and inclusive social and academic learning communities. The district will continue to focus on caring for the social-emotional well-being of children, being mindful of the physical well-being of children, and providing vibrant and sustainable learning opportunities for all children. The Langley School District cares very much for the students and families in our schools, and as the community grows, is working hard to ensure students feel welcome. Due to the fast growth in some areas as opposed to others, it is becoming increasingly difficult to find spaces for all children as they arrive into the community. This is why the district is taking a close look at the option of changing boundaries as plans are made for September 2024 and for following years. Over the past 3 years, there has been a significant increase of the enrollment in elementary schools in the LSS family of schools region. At the elementary level, the majority of enrollment increase has occurred at Nikomekel Elementary School. Some other schools have increased, partly due to them welcoming Nikomekel Catchment students into their communities. The enrollment increase has additionally existed at H.D. Stafford Middle and Langley Secondary School. As mentioned, when space becomes unavailable at Nikomekel, children are now attending other elementary schools in the region. This September, despite adding 2 divisions at Nikomekel, the district found alternate schools for 35 Nikomekel Catchment students. Not including the Montessori Choice Program, currently 118 students living in the Nikomekel Catchment attend other elementary feeder schools. This number has already increased following September 30th, and the district anticipates more growth throughout the school year. The ministry is aware of the rapid growth and need for space to accommodate students. As Nikomekel and surrounding schools fill to and beyond capacity, Langley School District will work with the Ministry of Education and Childcare to build expansions for our schools. Criteria for such work will include all schools in the region full to capacity. The boundary change process and timeline is as follows. In October, district staff will meet with the LSS family of schools administrators and share the catchment change rationale and proposal of the potential change. In October and November, district staff will attend an elementary PAC meeting for each elementary feeder school and share the rationale and proposal of the potential change. Questions and concerns for consideration will be collected. In November, district staff will meet to discuss feedback, impact, supports, and boundary change options. As soon as feasible following the data collection, district staff will report to the board with a plan for next steps. Should you have any questions throughout this process at any point, please email feedback@sd35.bc.ca. In drawing new boundaries, the district takes the following into consideration. Current Langley students who live in the catchment that will be affected by boundary changes. Current Langley students who attend schools within the affected catchments. Preschool-age children residing in the catchment areas. Local knowledge of where housing is being built. Major roads and natural boundaries. Minor roads, safe walk routes, transportation, choice programs, family of schools, local opinions, and any other unique issues that may be relevant. On the left, you will see the current catchment boundaries. On the right, you see the proposed changes. As you can see, the catchment area for Nickel Elementary would decrease in size. This is a closer image of the proposed new boundaries. Some students would move to Douglas Park Elementary from Nickel. Some Douglas Park students would move to Blacklock, and some Nickel students would move to Simons. Uplands and James Hill catchments would not change. The district would expect all students to attend in their new catchments. The district understands that there may be particular cases that would require special attention, and those would be looked at on a case-by-case basis. The following 4 slides describe in detail where the boundaries would fall. You can pause the video for a closer look or view the PDF of the PowerPoint provided. Again, some students in the Douglas Park catchment would attend Blacklock next year. Blacklock would have students join them from the current Douglas Park catchment. Some students at Nickel would move to either Douglas Park, Blacklock, or Simons. And Simons would have students join them from the current Nickel catchment. Uplands Elementary School's catchment would not change within this proposal. James Hill Elementary School's catchment would not change within this proposal. Some of you may have some questions that may be answered in our frequently asked questions document. You also may wonder how this would impact your child. We will work together as a district, school, and family of schools to transition your child in a positive way. You may also wonder about the following. What if my child doesn't currently attend their new catchment school? They would be expected to return to their catchment school next year. If space allows, a cross-boundary request may be granted. How far would my child's new school be from my home? All schools are less than the district's walk limits of 3.2 kilometers. How do I ask questions about the process? Email feedback@sd35.bc.ca. If my child is moving schools, what is their new school like? Your new principal and staff would be part of the transition process and would share information in advance about the programs, facilities, and staff to help with the transition process. How can I help my child with the transition? Let your child know that all schools in Langley School District have caring adults, vibrant play spaces, classmates and friends they will know, and new friends to make. In summary, the following is key for your understanding. Enrollment is increasing in the LSS region, mainly in the Nickel catchment. The district is proposing these changes so that spaces in schools can be provided to all our families moving into the community, not having to relocate students temporarily as they move into the area. The ministry expects to see all schools in the region full to capacity before expansions are built. Without these changes, we would not meet this criteria. Many considerations are made when creating boundaries. Nickel, Douglas Park, Simons, and Blacklock's boundaries are included in this proposal. Uplands and James Hill are not proposed to change. After reviewing this presentation and the additional information provided, if you still have questions, comments, or concerns, email feedback@sd35.bc.ca. As always, our focus is on the well-being and support of our students and families, and we will continue to strive to provide a smooth transition as we welcome them into our school communities. A change in catchment boundaries would ensure equity across schools and meet enrollment needs. Thank you.